We do surveys on people, you know. We do surveys, member service. Surveys. It's just and everybody does them now. Everybody does them. It's all about service.
Oh, they get on my nerves.
Everything.
Every time you go somewhere, I don't care where you go, you get a text. You would search.
Yeah. How's the service? How's the service? So anyway, when COVID hit, you know, COVID is one of those things. Whereas it was like confusion. People didn't know. We didn't know. We didn't know what to do. We were wearing masks and everything. And in the branch, we were wearing masks. And the beautiful thing about WestCon, which I love, we never closed down. We just made adjustments and here's the thing, we had never been through that. So we were just making adjustments as we go. So so what we were trying to do is continue to service people because we're dealing with people money.
Right.
So we want to continue servicing people. Some institutions closed down. Some institutions cut back the hours. We stayed there, the regular hours, but we say, you know what we want to do is that we're going to try to wear masks, so that way it eliminates us from the teams getting sick. That way we don't have to close branches.
Right.
So what we did, we had masks. We would give them to our just like every couple of other institutions. We give them to the members as they walk in. Here, put on a mask while you're here. You know, just this. We want to do all we can. Again, nobody knew. Nobody knew. This is the first time going through this. So we had. Obviously, a lot of people were like, okay, no problem.
Right.
But man, I had this one individual, matter of fact, it was her and her mom. Man, they were just hard. I mean, they were only going to be in there for 5 minutes and they didn't want to put on a mask. And didn't want to put on a mask. And this was like, and every time matter of fact, my employees would ask them, say, hey, we need you to put on the mask. Wouldn't put on the mask. Then I had to go to them and say, need you to put on a mask. And because they were like, you know, with this thing about, you know, some people thought COVID was a fake and all this kind of different stuff. I know it wasn't a fake because I had it. Trust me, I had it. You know, you was texting me, I had it. I had it rough too. Anyway, but they just thought it was a made up thing or what have you, and they wouldn't put on the mask. So what I'm going to is that this one individual got so upset at me when we sent out a survey. She indicated that the manager doesn't provide good service just because of a mask.
I actually put on a mask, so now I don't provide good service.
Hold on, but here's the thing: how people hold on to things. I just got a recent survey from the same individual, and I haven't talked to this after she put the survey out, and I know she didn't want to put on the mask. I just stopped messing with it. I said, I'm just gonna back off. They're only gonna be in here for 5 minutes. I'm gonna not. You know, engage with this person because I don't want nothing negative to happen. You know, I'm trying to run a branch. I'm trying to do it the positive way. And so this is Kevin. This has been since 2021, 22 or something, 22.
We in 24 now.
24. This individual just got another survey, and I looked at the survey. It says the upper management needs to provide better service. And so it made me think, when I saw it, I started laughing. You know, my team members say, is this girl still mad about wearing a mask? And I said, yeah. And I told my team, I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna do a podcast on it. Not about the mask, but how people hold on to anger, how they hold on to all these types of things, this negativity. And what they don't understand is that what it does to their lives, how it affects them, not just physically, mentally, spiritually, everything. And it amazes me. And I've seen people, not just this individual, but I've seen people get angry with family members, or angry with someone, and they hold on to it, and they hold on to it, and hold on to it. And here's the thing. What's interesting to me is that when you continue to hold on to that kind of stuff, oh man, you on the devil's playing ground. Look, that's exactly what he wants you to do.
But in this case, though, unfortunately, you didn't get a chance to talk to the woman.
No.
So you don't know if she's Christian or not.
No, that makes
so. And I often tell people, because we look at, and when I say we, I'm speaking Christians, we look at the whole world and what we become judges. And there will be a time for that. Bible tells us there's a time for it, but the time is not now. But we look at the world now and we want to judge. I often remind everybody I talk to, yes, the Bible is the guide of life, or whatever, however you want to rephrase that. But if you're not in the family, these rules don't apply to you. So, because you got another family that you're involved in. So I'm just saying, so for her, it may have affected her spiritually in a negative way, but it also could have affected her in a positive way if she's not in this family, right? Because if you are of, as the Bible says, if you are of your father, the devil, that's exactly what he wants her to do. So she's doing exactly what he wants her to do. But aside from that, you're right, because especially in the body of Christ, when we hold grudges and get angry with each other, and we tend to hold that, the person that's hurting is the person that's holding the anger.
Exactly.
It's not the person that you're angry at. Most of the time, the person that you're angry at don't even know you're angry.
Even know.
They're going about their business. They're going on with their life. They ain't thinking about you no more, whatever the incident was, because they figured you'll get over it. But we hold it. And you're right, physical, mental, spiritual, all that stuff gets affected, but particularly spiritual. And when you hold a grudge on towards someone, the person that ends up regretting the grudge, I promise you, is you. Because if something happens to that person while you're holding this grudge, and you never get a chance to go back and say, let's fix this, let me make amends. Elgin, can you explain when we can't do that anymore, I'm the one who's hurt because I never got a chance to come back and make good on it.
Fix it.
So what, I got mad at you because what? You drove my car and you bumped into a pole. You said, Kevin, I'll fix it. You don't have to worry about it. I'm sorry. It's a little scratch. I'll fix it. Now I'm mad because you did that. And I'm going to still stay mad. And so I'm just going to stay like that over a scratch. Over a scratch. Or you loan somebody some money, and I don't do that. That's why I don't loan people money. I tell people,
give your money.
Yeah, because I had a friend. I had another friend had called and needed something, and I said, I'll check and see if I have it to give you. Well, now I'm gonna give it back. I said, that's fine, but that's not the way I'm giving it to you. If you give it back, fine. If you don't, no problem. Why do I do that? Because I don't want to have arguments. I don't want to be mad at you. I don't want to. Exactly. It's like I tell people, I don't put people in a position. When I started that with my kids, I don't put people in a position to lie to me so I can get angry at you, right? Because if I put you in a position where you got to lie to me, now I'm gonna be mad. So I just don't do that. So I try to stay away from. Now we all get angry, but I try to stay away from that. And when I do get angry, I try to quickly figure out how can we fix this. Because if you don't, and something happens to the person that you're angry at, you will regret it. And you can't fix it. It's too late now. It can't be fixed. That person's gone.
I think too, a lot of times people, what they don't realize is that there's two parties out there. There's God's party and there's a devil party.
Exactly.
You got to make sure you're going to God's party.
You got to punch a ticket to the right party.
You got to go to the right party, dude. You go to. No, don't get me wrong. The devil, he'll make you think you're having fun.
Oh yeah.
You party.
Oh yeah. You party.
You're having a good time. You have a good time, but there's a lot that you're gonna lose by going to the devil's party. You go to God's party. There's a lot you can do
something as long as it benefits me. So Satan sees us and goes, okay, you're doing what I want you to do. You're benefiting me and my kingdom. When you no longer benefit him and his kingdom, he don't want you no more. That's not the way God works, because God says, I don't want anything from you. I only want something for you. Satan says, I'm not giving you nothing. I want everything from you. And we don't see that. See, people don't see that part. All they see is, well, I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. Okay, but Satan don't care. He wants something from you. He wants your soul. That's what he wants. He wants that from you. And once he can get that, he's done with you.
Exactly.
He's not saving you. He's not covering you. He's not doing any of that stuff. God says, I got you. As a matter of fact, Jesus says, I got you in my hand. And when I close my hand, I got you. And then the Father got me in his hands. Ain't nobody getting you out of here. Satan goes, I don't care what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're doing whatever you do, just do it for me.
Satan moving on to the next person.
Devour and destroy. Roaring lion, he's walking around. Who am I going to devour and destroy?
He moving on to the next person.
So man, but staying angry at people, man, that's unhealthy.
That's unhealthy.
And I've known too many people that have lost family members and they were angry and they didn't get a chance, and that stays with them for the rest of their life, and they're still here. So they got to deal with that.
Yeah.
They can't, it's nothing I can do, right? Because they're gone. You can go talk to them at the grave if you like, but they're not going to answer you. So it's not the same as going to say, I love you and hold. Exactly. That's not the same.
Exactly.
Going to talk to someone that's at the grave who's not really there in the first place, but you're going to kneel and have a conversation because that's going to make you feel better. It doesn't, because there's nothing that can remove that now. And you look and you go, man, I could have done something. Yeah, you could have.
Yeah, there's things that, like the old saying is you can't choose your family.
Can't.
There's some people in your family that you get along with, some you don't get along with, but you can't hold grudges.
No, but you gotta love them the same.
You gotta love them
the same.
You can't hold
grudges, love them the same.
Man. You might disagree with their lifestyle. You might disagree the way they interact, the way they handle go through life, but you still love them. You still love them. You can't just distance yourself from people. And I've seen it where people get so upset at people and they say, you know what? I ain't gonna mess around with nobody. Now, and so they think that they are hurting that individual that they're having this grudge against, and they're hurting themselves. And here's what happened. The longer you let it go, the more the devil's in charge, in control or what have you. And I've seen people do this so long. If you ask them, so what did he do to you? What did she do to you?
They don't remember.
They can't remember.
They can't tell you.
They can't remember.
They just
because the sad part about it, because God is supposed to be a way of life, right? And people don't understand. Living like the devil's a way of life too.
Yes.
If you let him get it in there,
That's
it's
right.
a way of life.
That's right.